Good Tuesday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. We're going to take the next 15 minutes and deep dive into your forecast across Southeast Texas. Right now, as we take a look at Southeast Texas Doppler radar, you can see moderate to heavy welcomed rainfall along Highway 90 between Nome and Beaumont and back down I-10 over towards Hampshire and also Fannett and into Winnie. We've seen some very beneficial rains in Port Arthur and Mid-County, back over to BC, and also around Fred and Spurger earlier this evening as a line moved on to the south and east and getting, probably 1 to 2 inches in spots, especially here in the Triangle right now, despite what modeling showed yesterday. As you can see here in Beaumont, the rains are pushing off to the south. The front is pushing south into southern sections of Jefferson County. As again, the rains will be coming to an end probably within the next hour or two as this front continues to push on off to the south and east. Otherwise, cloudy skies, wet weather here in Beaumont. The Mid-County Plumbing Skycam, part of the Roofing at 911 Skycam network. In your weather headlines, at least for the Triangle, evening thunder showers. You're pretty much done up towards Silsbee, back over towards Kuntz, Lumberton, done for the evening. The Lakes area not expecting any more rain. It's just in the Triangle. Otherwise, cool nights and pleasant afternoons with abundant sunshine expected coming up Wednesday and Thursday. No rain expected. Saturday is a different story. We expect more beneficial rain to the tune of 1 to 2, maybe 3+ inches across the area on Saturday. That's why we're going to issue a weather impact alert for Saturday. This does not mean severe weather. Just because you see red does not mean severe. What it means is that it's going to impact your outdoor plans. If you have a kid playing out on Dishman Road this weekend in soccer, you may have to have some different plans. If you're planning to go maybe play some golf early Saturday morning, you probably need to have other plans. If you're going to be out on the lake, San Rayburn, going out early before dawn, you may need to have some other plans because we expect wet weather coming up late Friday night, early Saturday morning, and throughout the day. 1 to 2 inches is likely. This is not going to cause any problems there unless it comes down at a heavy rate. We could see some minor street flooding, but again, as much as 3 inches possible across isolated areas of Southeast Texas. Again, the red does not mean severe, but Saturday we expect the potential for some heavy rainfall again across Southeast Texas. So just keep tuned and stay weather aware across Southeast Texas. So look what happens. It moves in. 1 to 2, some isolated 3-inch totals are quite possible. That's mainly late Friday night, all through the day Saturday, and also through Sunday night. Again, we don't expect a wall of rain during that window, but periods of some heavy rainfall are possible. Good chances of rain due to a very vigorous upper level disturbance and associated cold front will be moving through. So that golf game Saturday morning may need to be, rescheduled. It's called a rain check for a reason. Otherwise, this is some great news for all the burn bans across Southeast Texas. And we may be able to scratch some of these out. We'll see and let the county judges make that decision. But again, 1 to 2, probably not enough, but it would certainly move us in the right direction. So right now we got the cold front moving through. Drier air is filtering on into Southeast Texas coming up tomorrow afternoon, and that means low dew points, low humidity. It's going to feel wonderful. No sauna tomorrow. When that happens, with the dry fuels and the dry air, that means that your wildfire danger, mainly in outlying areas, grassy areas, will be under a medium risk of fires. If fires start, then they'll have a medium risk of being able to spread across the area. And this is mainly for outlying areas, so be careful with fire. And as I said, dry fuels. When I say dry fuels, we're talking dry grasses, dry brush. We're in a level 1 to level 2 drought. We're at 6.28 inches below normal rainfall. Just in the, we're at today's 21st, and there was, September, 30 days in September. The last 51 days, we're down 6.28 inches of rainfall since September 1st. So that's why everything's dry. So again, the front has moved along the I-10 corridor, maybe a little further south, But as you can see, you're done up in the lakes area. You're done in inland southeast Texas, Hardin, southern Jasper, southern Newton, and also in through southern Jefferson, or southern Jasper and southern Newton counties. The front is about right there, pushing southwards at this present hour. And rains have been coming down, as I showed. Maybe we've had weather watchers reporting almost 2 inches of rainfall in Port Arthur. That's 1.9 there. Between Hampshire and Fannett, 1.8 inches. This may be a little bit overdone, but you get the idea. Some beneficial rains have fallen across southeast Texas this afternoon and this evening. And again, we expect the bulk of this to be ending over the next hour or so. And it's because we got quite a bit of moisture. We need moisture in the, you can't produce clouds and shower and thunderstorm activity if the atmosphere is dry. That's above our heads, not at the surface, but above our heads. So we measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. And the green usually means there's a lot of moisture. You go up the ledge and see yellows and oranges, that's quite a bit of moisture. We got a pretty good amount of moisture over us right now. Also, these numbers, the higher the numbers, the more moisture in the atmosphere. The lower the numbers, that means lower amounts of moisture. Look how those numbers drop. And that's indicative of a drier air mass. Look at the low moisture moving into the area. So we will see a much drier air mass moving into southeast Texas because of northeasterly winds coming up tomorrow afternoon, especially as that front continues to push further south into the Gulf. So we also expect plentiful sunshine across southeast Texas as we head towards Hump Day and also into Friday Eve. Across the state right now, the front moving on in, as you can see, and behind it, clear skies, high pressure. This is going to be a quick round. We get 2 days out of this before the high quickly moves off towards the east and we get another disturbance moving on in from the west. And again, that high will bring us some cool mornings, some chilly mornings in spots across the area. And it's because of this trough of low pressure. Look at the northwest flow. We showed this yesterday. Trough of low pressure, that's what's causing the front to push through southeast Texas. Now with a northwest flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we don't see any upper level disturbances. The air will be dry, so no rain is expected coming up on Wednesday and Thursday. However, as we head on into late Friday night, Saturday and Saturday night, this upper level disturbance will push through the area. That will cause lift. It will increase low level moisture off the Gulf and moisture in the atmosphere, which gives us more to work with. And with the lift coming in because of these upper level disturbance and this shortwave, this will cause shower and thunderstorm activity on Saturday at times. That pushes off to the east. We get a break on Sunday. Then Tuesday of next week, here comes another trough. That'll bring another front through our area. So with any regularity, we will continue to see front after front. These are weak fronts for the most part. And this also ensures that nothing impacts us from the tropics. One thing I wanted to bring to your attention, not that this is any big deal for us, more out of a curiosity, as we continue to watch Melissa that formed this afternoon, has winds of 50 miles an hour. This could be a pretty big storm. It depends on its exact track, which is not very conclusive at this point. That's all the ensembles. The yellows are the European ensemble. The purples or lavenders are the Jeff's ensemble. So basically, the further west this goes, well, that's one possibility. And then another possibility is it goes slow and off towards this way, or it does something like this and then maybe off towards that way. So what the deal is that the further west this goes, the stronger it's going to be. Regardless, Cuba, Jamaica, and also Hispaniola are going to see the potential for some very heavy rainfall and possibly hurricane conditions. But the further west this goes, the longer it resides over water, the stronger this could be. This could be a major hurricane. And again, Hurricane Center not giving this the potential yet, but this is the potential that I see as far as the forecast. See 85-mile-per-hour winds over the next 20 hours. That would take it out to Sunday. But notice the cone of uncertainty is a circle because we're not sure where it's going to go. Usually you see a nice long track. Well, we're not quite sure because of all the ensembles aren't really sure which way it's going to go. Is it going to head towards Central America or curve back off to the north and east? Too early to tell. It's not coming here because of all the wind shear in the upper levels. So as we fast forward into, this may be a little slow, but maybe closer to 8 p.m., the next hour and 20 minutes or so, The rains will be pushing off into the Gulf, and we will see high-level cloudiness left over. That's what all this white is. We'll call it mostly clear. Could get down into the mid-50s. I think it's going to be mid-50s up in the lakes area, close to 60 in the triangle, and into the lower 60s here in the triangle across southeast Texas tomorrow. Lots of sun. We'll call it mostly sunny. Thin, high cirrus clouds. We expect high temperatures to climb back into the lower 80s across southeast Texas. On the Gulf, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 to 3 feet. Northeast winds at 15 to 20 knots early, and then becoming easterly at 10 to 15 knots. And I think we've got, another week where we fall back the 2nd. That's Sunday the 2nd of November, just to put that on your calendar. So we'll continue with about a 40% coverage this next couple of hours here in the triangle, then decreasing cloudiness. Again, no rain expected in the lakes area. That's northern and central Jasper, Newton counties and Tyler County. Inland southeast Texas is, Hardin, southern Jasper, southern Newton counties. I don't expect any rain here. The triangle, Jefferson and Orange counties, you're in the triangle. We'll go with about a 30 to 40% coverage the next couple of hours. Then after about that time, 8 so, we'll see decreasing cloudiness tonight and some chilly temperatures. Could be in the mid-50s in the lakes area, close to 60 in Beaumont and Vidor, and the low to mid-60s down south. Otherwise, tomorrow, beautiful day for your hump day. Looking at mostly sunny skies, low humidity, and highs only in the lower 80s. So taking a look at your weather impact 7-day forecast, again, chilly mornings, or at least cool mornings, and pleasantly warm afternoons with lots of sun Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we'll start to see the clouds increase, partly cloudy to partly sunny, maybe a 10 to 20% coverage late. So I don't think it's going to impact the high school football games. Saturday, weather impact alert day. Again, this does not mean severe weather. Just because you see red does not mean severe weather. What it means is that your kids' activities will be impacted. There could be some heavy rainfall at times, but severe weather is not anticipated at this point. Maybe 1 to 2, possibly 3 inches through that window. Saturday, most of the day Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, and through Saturday night into Sunday morning. We expect the potential for some heavy rainfall across the area. And again, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches. This is some good news. We need this across our area. We need this rainfall, and this hopefully will significantly curtail the drought across southeast Texas. Again, I have some leftovers Sunday morning because of the uncertainty whether or not this rain will move out quickly, but I think Sunday afternoon looks like a much improved forecast as we go to mostly sunny skies. So out of the weekend, Sunday's the pick to do it. So if you have a plan for golfing Saturday morning, you might want to move it to after church on Sunday. Otherwise, beautiful weather Sunday afternoon and Monday with cool mornings and pleasantly warm afternoons. And then we get another cold front coming in late Tuesday, maybe after the afternoon. How about that? Maybe towards Tuesday evening. And that is your Weather Impacts 7-day forecast. If you're just joining us, we're watching some very beneficial rains heading across southeast Texas. Yeah, they are weakening, so that's the good news. But again, some folks very fortunate, especially in the south and west Jefferson County, Beaumont, also around Port Acres, Port Arthur, seeing some beneficial rains, as much as a half an inch to 1, even 2 inches in Port Arthur. Mid-County seeing some rain, Bridge City and back over towards Orange. Could have used more in Orange and Mauriceville. Spurger and Fred got some decent rains, and now it's raining over towards Anahuac along I-10 between Winnie and Anahuac, and that's all headed southwards towards South Jefferson County. And as you can see, the rain's looking like they've moved on